How you guys doing? It's 514 Mystic from BookieBullies.com, and this is Breaking Down the Books. Yesterday we had a pretty okay day, a little bit disappointing in some regards, but it was a pretty decent day. Um, in basketball, we went 3 of 7. Portland couldn't get it done, and as a result, the game went over. So that would have been 2 picks right there that would have covered if they did decide to do what they had to do. But like I said, this is why you don't. That's why it wasn't a max bet because I didn't necessarily trust Portland to do what they had to do. So gave you guys Houston minus 5.5. The Houston they covered. Gave you guys Houston over 230. That did not happen. Gave you the Bucks minus 7.5. That hit. Bucks Wolves under 229. That did not hit. Gave you Phoenix money line. A lot of people were on a lot of people were on 76ers yesterday, but Phoenix ended up hitting, and obviously the 2 picks in Portland and the under. So that's 3 of 7. Disappointing Portland. Remember not to bet on them until next year. In NHL and NFL, gave you the Bruins money line, Boston versus Pittsburgh under 6.0. That did not hit. Give you Nashville minus 1.5. That hit. Arizona versus Edmonton under 5.5. That also hit. For 3 of 4 in NHL. And then NFL, I gave you guys the minus 6.5 for Dallas and the under 48.5. The under didn't hit, but Dallas did cover. So a pretty balanced day. Today we're looking to do better, as we always are. Gonna start with the Carolina Hurricanes versus the Philadelphia Flyers in the NHL, where we got Peter Mrazek at net versus Carter Hart. Carolina's favorite here. Peter Mrazek has he's 7-1-1 on the season. Has a lot of wins, doing his thing. Limited losses, one in regulation and one in regular time. So he's not doing too bad. He's sporting a 2.33 goal against average. Carter Hart, in his own respects, is a 3.23 goal against average, 867 save percentage. Not doing so well. He's 3-3 on his record right now. So that doesn't look so good. The last time these guys seen each other was in April of last year, and Carolina was able to come up with the victory, 4-3 in the win. I don't have a pick in this game. Because if I did, I'd have to give the over, and it's not necessarily a very good pick. And I don't want to pick the Flyers to win because, I mean, they're underdogs, and, well, I just don't like playing this game. So I'm going to move along to another game where we got Ottawa Senators versus the Islanders. Senators coming off of a big win. They won yesterday 6-2 against New York. Pretty impressive victory. You, you got Cor- you got Craig Anderson at net versus Thomas Greiss. Thomas Greiss is he's only lost one game this season. 9.33 save percentage, doing really well. Craig Anderson doesn't have a very good team, but his team has well they just won yesterday. You know what I mean? He's not that good, and his team is not that good either. He has a 90% save percentage, allowing 3 goals a game. I don't like a play in this game outside of the Islanders to cover a minus 1.5, and that's pretty much what I'm going to give as an official play. Back to backs are don't usually play well for road teams, so I'm going to give you guys a minus 1.5 and live with those results. Next, we got the Golden Knights versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. Golden Knights not very good on the road. Blue Jackets not very good in general. I don't like a play in this game. You got Fleury at net versus Corpusalo. Fleury has a 9.20 goal against average. Last time I seen the Golden Knights was when they lost to Montreal. They've since then played versus Winnipeg, where they lost in overtime 4-3. But the last time I seen them play was versus Montreal, and they outplayed Montreal in that game, although they lost. And Montreal just had a little bit more of a, I guess they had more of a firepower under them. They had more fire lit under them. But the last time they played was versus Winnipeg. Didn't get to see some of the intensity, depending on like basically the intensity matters to see if they respond to a loss or not. And I didn't get a chance to see that, so I couldn't tell you with 100% certainty what's going on there. But I do. I don't like the Columbus Blue Jackets. I don't like to bet on them because I'm always unsure what they're gonna do. But I also don't like Vegas to be favored here. So if anything, I'm gonna give you the plus 1.5 for Columbus not to get blown out. They might fuck around and pull out this victory, but I'm gonna give you the plus 1.5 and that's going to be my first play. Sorry, that's the second play. So we got a minus 1.5 with the Islanders, and we got a plus 1.5 with the Blue Jackets. Now, next game would be the big bad Bruins are in town versus the Montreal Canadiens. The Bruins have the best record in the NHL. They're playing very very good hockey. They're coming in with David Pastrnak, who has a goal a game so far, averaging a goal a game. Ridiculous. They just came from behind yesterday and grabbed the victory. It was crazy. They gave up a lead and then ended up winning by 2. We had them yesterday for the money line, and we ended up cashing. Now we got Tuukka Rask at net, who's 7-0-1, only loss coming in overtime. You got Carey Price, who's 6-4-1 on the season. Tuukka Rask only allowing 1.49 goals a game, with the best save percentage in hockey with a 9.49 in games played. So games played to save percentage, no better than Tuukka Rask. Over here we got Carey Price, 6-4-1 on the season, 2.64 goal against average with a 9.15 save percentage, increased from last week where he was just in the high 80s. So this game is slated to go over. I like the under 6.0. I would buy the hook, but I like the under 6.0 in this game. I think Montreal is going to try to bring it to the Bruins. I don't think they're going to be allowing a lot of goals the Bruins are, but I think they're going to be ready for the task. And also, if you want to bet Montreal to win this game, you're not out of your mind. There's a reason that they're paying what they're paying right now, which is not that bad. Like, so they're not like Boston is not underdog here, but actually they are. And Boston is underdog. If you guys want, you bet on Boston today. Like, I mean, you bet on Boston if you want. Like, they'll give you a little bit of change on your money. Like, but it's almost even money for that pick. So I don't necessarily like a winner in this one. Boston's in a back-to-back situation. Montreal has been rested. Carey Price at net, and he usually shows up for these rivalry games. Can we really call it the rivalry? We haven't seen each other in the playoffs in years. Anyways, moving along, we got the Kings versus the Maple Leafs. Hate to bet on the Maple Leafs. Hate worse to bet on the Kings. I'm gonna skip this game altogether unless you guys want to put the over. I feel like Toronto could probably get this game over by themselves. So maybe the over 6.5. But you know what? Let's go into some historicals. This is breaking down the books. Let's check to see what's going on here. Can't be skipping over all the games. I can't. That wouldn't work out in our favor. We're not gonna get the full value if we do that. Hey, shout out to that man. All right. So the last time these guys played, Toronto, basically the last 2 times they played, Toronto blew them out. It was 5-1 and 4-1 the last 2 times. Time before that was 2017, where LA ended up winning 5-3 in regulation. Not the same Toronto team, and 3-2 in regulation. Not the same Toronto team. LA is actually 0-5 in their last 5 games, so they're itching for a win. I don't like playing this game. I'm sorry. Does the under actually hit in 10 of their last 15 against Toronto, outside of including the last few games? I'm gonna skip this game, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm skipping this game. I'm not shying away from it. I'm not scared of it. I don't like Toronto, and I'm not gonna bet on a lowly Kings team who can't even get a win. So no, it doesn't make sense. Next, we got the Winnipeg Jets versus the Devils. Jets are also a team that you're supposed to be wary of. They could play, they could do what they have to do sometimes, but other times they just disappoint, So they're gonna try to get a home win here. They have Connor Hellebuck at net, 6-5 on the season, not doing so good. He is actually sporting a 9.27 goal against average, and 2.57 goal against average and a 92% save percentage. He's gonna be facing off against Blackwood, Jersey's backup goalie, and give me the Jets. Give me the Jets here, money line. I'd like to put the under for them to make it a game, and I will. So I'm gonna give you the Jets money line and the under 6.5 in that game. Moving along, long slate. Just before I get along to the Colorado versus Dallas game, I'd like you guys to go ahead and smash that like button, share, subscribe, let your friends know what we're doing here. Yesterday I think I told you guys that the notification bell is about here. I might be off. It might be in that area around here somewhere. So just go ahead and smash that like button, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you are aware anytime I'm posting these videos, and also helps with the YouTube algorithm. It'd be greatly appreciated. Anyways, so the Colorado Avalanche versus the Dallas Stars. Dallas Stars, coming off of a nice weekend rest. They faced off against Montreal, where they won 4-1 in regular time. Obviously, Dallas is has Ben Bishop at net, 2.33 goal against average, 9.22 save percentage. They rack up a lot of penalty minutes, but they're also not so good with the they do okay with the penalty kill, but they don't do very good on power play. So they haven't really racked up too many power play goals this year. Not doing so good at all. Um, their percentage is actually 6.9% on power play, versus Colorado, who's 11.4% on power play. I like the road dog here. You could give me Colorado plus the points. Sorry, plus 120 for the win tonight with Grubauer at net, and I'll be okay with that. I'd love to put the under, but it's a little too low for me, so I'll live with these results. Next, we got Arizona versus Calgary. Arizona keeps on hitting the unders for us. Today is one of those days that I'm not 100% sure is going to be the case for us. We got Ranta at net versus David Rittich. Rittich is 7-4 and 2 on the season, not so shabby himself. Ranta's 2-1 and 1. He's not necessarily the best. He's not their go-to guy. But again, Arizona does a very good job at dictating the pace and slowing guys down, beating up guys and using a lot of clock. So and they also played last night, so this is a back-to-back situation for them. Calgary's been resting for a while. David Reddish at net. Uh, I would love to put the under, but it's a little bit too low for me. I'd have to buy points, and that's not worth very much. And I can't bet on Calgary because Calgary they don't really perform to my liking. I don't like what I'm seeing from Calgary. So disappointing, but I'm not gonna bet on them. Blackhawks versus Sharks. Tell me Martin Jones is at net. Please tell me Martin Jones is at net. Martin Jones is at net, and Martin Jones, you know how I feel. Martin Jones sucks. Now, granted, Chicago just played the other day versus the Ducks. They ended up winning that game 3-2 in overtime. Give me Robin Lehner and the Chicago Blackhawks to keep this game under 6.5 and to pull off the upset and beat the Sharks. I like their chances today. And you know what? That's already a lot of picks. I'm probably not going to give you guys any more picks for today. Next game, we got Minnesota versus Anaheim. Minnesota has Stalock at net. Devin Dubnik is still not back. Not sure what's going on with him, but he's still not back at net yet. Maybe they're just gonna try to roll with Stalock, give him a little bit more touches because he has like Dubnik been a shell of himself. John Gibson's at net also. Like I said, he played against Arizona. Sorry, he played against Chicago the other day. Unfortunately, came out at the bottom. No, it was Ryan Miller who played that game in anticipation of this game against the Wild. Give me Anaheim minus 130 to win today, and yeah, I like Anaheim. I like Anaheim today. I got way too many picks. Last game we got Binnington versus Markstrom, St. Louis Blues versus Vancouver Canucks. Last time these two teams seen each other was about 2 weeks ago. Vancouver pulled off the victory 4-3. This is a revenge spot for St. Louis. St. Louis has been inactive for the last couple of days, so I think they're going to be coming in with a little bit of firepower. Last time we seen them was versus Minnesota, where they won in overtime. I like the Road Dogs and reigning defending champs to cover this spread. I would love to put the plus 1.5, but I'm going to go with the Blues. You know what? No, 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 no. I like Vancouver. I like what they're doing, but they're just favorite. I'm gonna skip this game and watch it. Be on the lookout. Check me out on 514 Mystic on Twitter, and be on the lookout for what's going on in that game. I might be giving you guys some in plays in that game, depending on how fast it starts. Vancouver sometimes starts extremely fast, so be on the lookout for that. 514 Mystic on 514 Mystic on Twitter, and Mystic 514 on Snapchat. Go ahead and follow me there, and I'll give you guys the heads up on what's going on. Haven't posted on Snap in a while. You guys will see me soon though. Basketball, we're going to get right into basketball. Try to keep it under 20 minutes. We got the Boston Celtics versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavaliers have been doing a mediocre job at covering spreads. They're about 3-3 on the spread level here. Boston, I'm not a big fan of Boston. I don't think they're that good, but I think they should be able to beat this Cleveland team. They're probably going to be severely out rebounded with Kevin Love and Tristan Thompson down low and them not having Enes Kanter back. But Boston should be able to cover this. I'm not going to pick them because I don't like Boston and I would be very, very, very upset if I didn't win because of these guys. I'm probably gonna make a parlay today. You guys want parlays? Hit me up. We'll talk about it. For a small fee, I'll give you guys some parlay picks and all of that other stuff. We out here cashing. We make money. Yeah, you might lose, and you're not gonna win every single time. But if you win 3 days out of 7, you already made more money than you invested. So keep that in mind. So Boston versus Cavs. Uh, Enes Kanter still out. Jalen Brown is out for the Cavaliers. John Hanson's out, and Wendler is out. Um, Zizic is out. Just Boston should win, but I wouldn't be surprised if Cleveland ended up pulling this off. So I don't have a pick in this game. Next, we got the Indiana Pacers versus the Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte, they've been doing what they had to do. They beat Golden State 93 to 87. They beat Sacramento 118 to 111. Both these games, like I just mentioned, both games that they won, both ended up going over the 211 mark. And I like the game here to go over with Indiana Pacers and the Charlotte Hornets. And I also like the Pacers money line to win this game. So give me those two picks. 2.5 favorite is Indiana. I like them to win here. Next, we got the Hawks and the Spurs. The Hawks, I'm pretty sure, are still dealing with the injury of that bad boy, of the bad boy, and I'm wondering if that bad boy is back. Trae Young, good to go as of 7 hours ago. I've been at work, so I'm sorry if I'm a little unupdated with what's going on here. But Trae Young is gonna come out and show out and put in work on these guys. I would love to bet on the Spurs tonight. I would. And I would love to say that I don't bet on rookies. But Trae Young is not a rookie. He's having a killer year. And before that injury, he was going to lead the league in points. It's unfortunate he got injured when he did it because it was about 9 points that he left on the board. So 9 divided by your average making, and his average just dropped from like 39 to maybe 20 something with that 9 points. Remember, it's a small sample size because of the amount of games that we played. If anything, I'd like to put the over in this game. I like pace here, but the Spurs sometimes are unable to keep up. So yeah, I'll go with the over in this game. Atlanta might pull off an upset here. We got Chicago versus the Lakers. Lakers 7.0 favorite, 216.5 is the total. Give me the Lakers 7.0 to cover that spread and keep on rolling. The lone loss the Lakers have is to the Clippers on opening night, and obviously they still need to chill. As long as they play the East and the weak East at that, I like the Lakers' chances. Orlando versus OKC. OKC has been playing a okay game. 202 is a very low amount of points, but both these teams could probably keep it right under that number. But OKC's at home. You know what? Let's get into some breakdowns here, because this doesn't seem to be a situation for me that I would skip over it altogether. But I feel like there might be something that I'm missing here. So let's see if we could find an edge in this game together. Because yeah, it seems to me that something's off. Seems to me like something's off here. Yeah, 202 is low. 202 is mighty low. Oh, sorry, I'm keeping you guys here. I'm just trying to figure out why it's so low. Michael Carter Williams is out. Tim Frazier is out. Steven Adams is out, and so is Nerlens Noel. But as of yesterday, Steven Adams is questionable. So both their big men are out. That's not good. And now they're saying that Nerlens Noel should play. Give me the OKC Thunder to win this game. Money line. I like that. Now we got Denver versus the Heat. The Heat are out here streaking. They've been doing a very good job at covering spreads. They played against a Houston team who showed very little effort on Sunday. They blew them out by 30 points. And now they're going to play against this Denver team. Denver brings pace, but they haven't really gone over too often. I like the Heat. I like the Heat to cover that 4.5 because they're underdogs here. 4.5. I think they even win this game. But I like the Heat here to cover that. And that's pretty much it for me. I'm not, like I said, I'm not. I was trying to keep you guys. I wasn't trying to keep you guys too long. I'll give you a better show tomorrow. You know, tomorrow what it is. It's Wednesday. We win on Wednesdays. That's what we try to do over here. Try to win every day. But Wednesdays are winning recipes. I don't know, man. It's just something about all the games that they play on Wednesdays that we just have a better chance. Or I don't know what it is. Wednesdays, there's something special about them. Anyways, I'm gonna give you guys the Bookie Bullies rundown, and just before I do that, I'd like you guys to go ahead and smash that like button, share, subscribe, comment, and let your friends know what we're doing here. We're out here cashing, making this money, trying to get rich. Not overnight. It's a marathon and not a sprint. Now, starting from the top, we give you the New York Islanders minus 1.5, Columbus Blue Jackets plus 1.5, Boston Bruins versus Montreal under 6.0, giving you the Winnipeg Jets money line, giving you the under is 6.5 in the Winnipeg Jets versus the New Jersey Devils, giving you Colorado Avalanche money line, giving you the Chicago Blackhawks versus Sharks under 6.5, Chicago money line, giving you guys the Ducks money line, giving you the over 212 in the Pacers. It was 211.5. You know what? I don't like that over anymore. 212 changed that on me right as we spoke about it. I don't like that anymore. Just like that, they lost me. Just like that, they lost me. Give me the Pacers money line. Give me the Spurs versus the Hawks over 222. Give me the Lakers minus 7.0 and give me OKC money line as well as the Heat to cover that 4.5 spread. Those plays will be posted on my Twitter. That's a 14 play pick. Those are 14 picks rather. And that's pretty much it. Like I tell you all the time, best of luck to all. Please do not bet what you can't afford to lose. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. Be safe, be good, and I'll see you again tomorrow.